Businesses and nonprofits have a new event-centered Rent Out, which comes with modern technology and flexible meeting spaces. Offsite meetings and events has four meeting spaces that are built to handle a variety of situations. The auditorium can seat over 80 people and comes with a 300-inch presentation screen, voice and video tracking, and a garage door to bring in big equipment. Additional off-site accommodations include day of staff support, ample parking, a dining facility with cater-friendly kitchen space included in the rental cost, and an atrium area for networking.
So we wanted a space that felt like home for larger groups, but then also to be able to have the flexibility to bring in equipment and be able to have it on the floor, have a larger event.
Offsite says the space is available for any organization, but nonprofits will have the opportunity to rent spaces at a reduced rate as a way to give back to organizations that connect the community.